Okay, number 7 is another problem that involves log properties. So you want to make sure you know how to break that apart. So this instructions are telling us to expand and write without exponents. So expanding means that we're going to take this and separate it all into either a sum or difference of logs. And the final thing we'll do is we'll bring exponents down. That's one of our rules. So let's go ahead and start by taking care of the division part here. Instead of division, let's go ahead and write it as subtraction. Remember, all these are going to turn into log base 4. So let's start with the top. I have x minus 4. Now instead of writing these radicals here, instead what I'm going to do is turn them into rational exponents. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to a 1/5 power. And then I have minus log 4 of 4 times, then it's another one once again, then I'm going to go ahead and write that as a 1/2 power. So I've taken care of the division part, turns into subtraction because that's one of our log rules. Now we have other things that we can break up. This one right here, whenever you have two things being multiplied together, you want to turn it into addition. Okay, so I have log 4 of x minus 4 plus log 4 2x minus 3 to the 1/5 power. Now this part, notice I have two things multiplied together as well. Now a common mistake is I'll see people take the 1/2 and put it down in front of the log. That's incorrect because that only works if you have one thing inside. This is technically two things multiplied together. So even though you have a number here, you don't have to always have two variables to separate it. You can do that with numbers also. So for this, you want to write that as log base 4 of 4, and I have plus log base 4 of 4x minus 7 to the 1/2 power. Now here's another mistake that I see is you want to be careful of. Okay, so there's a minus sign there, we put a minus sign here. This is incorrect. The reason why is because the negative has to apply to both of these. So you want to do one of two things. Either change this to a minus sign because the negative will take care of that, but what I like to do is show that in the next step. So what I'm going to do is put some brackets around here to indicate that the negative actually does apply to both of these on the inside. You can either leave your answer with the brackets, or again the next step down you can distribute the minus sign to each. Now the instructions say we have to write this without exponents, so with these exponents I want to bring down. So I have log 4 x minus 4, no exponent on that one. The 1/5 comes down here, so 1/5 log 4 of 2x minus 3. Now again, you can either leave it in the brackets or you can distribute it. If you distribute it, both these are going to turn into a negative. Notice inside here I have a special log. If this number here matches the number immediately afterwards, we can turn that into a 1. Now if these are different, like if I have a 2 and a 5 or something like that, then I would just leave it like that. So, but if I do see these two numbers matching, I do want to go ahead and do the extra step and take it down to a 1. I want to simplify that down as much as possible. If there's any special logs, I do want to go ahead and take care of that. Remember the negative applies to this one too, so that's going to be another negative. The 1/2 will come down in front of the log. So I have a 1/2 log 4 4x minus 7. And notice there I have no more exponents because all the exponents got taken down in front like that. And so this would be your final expanded answer.